Well, here's something that's coming to light this morning. Video of another contentious traffic stop involving Officer Tensing. Last May, he pulled over two black men who felt that they weren't being treated fairly. Take a look here at the exchange that he had with passenger Demetrius Pace.
I need your name, your date of birth.
Demetrius.
I need your date of birth.
I'm not giving you that.
Okay, if you refuse to identify yourself, we have a charge.
What's the charge? What's the charge?
Refuse to
What's your
identify.
charge? What's your charge? I just told you my name.
Why are you keep interrupting me? You asked me a question.
What's the charge?
Step out of the car.
What's the charge?
Step out of the car.
For what?
Step out of the car.
What am I stepping out the car for?
Because I asked you to.
What am I stepping out for?
Step out of the car.
What am I stepping out for?
Identify yourself. Step out of the car.
I just told you who I was. We're asking for your supervisor.
It doesn't matter.
We're asking for your supervisor. No, we're asking.
You-
Are we free to go? Can you write the ticket so we can go?
You're not free to go right now.
Oh, can you? What are we doing then? What are we doing?
We're not being detained right now.
Okay, being detained for what?
Right?
We're being detained for this?
You guys wanted the supervisor?
It don't matter.
Law enforcement analyst Harry Houck joining us now for more. So first of all, I'm just wondering what your first reaction is to that video, Harry.
Well, here you got a car stop for an equipment violation. Of course, the officer can ask the passenger for his identification, but if he refuses, he refuses. Just write the summons here for the bumper being broken and let them go on their merry way. Now, the fact is, if the police officer had stopped them, let's say they both fit the description of an armed robbery suspect in the same type of vehicle, it would have been a different story where the officer could have pulled them out of the vehicle and identified both of them.
So, and you hit it on the head. The car's bumper was apparently dragging.
Right.
Is that protocol to ask somebody to step out of the car?
Well, it's not protocol, but an officer can ask the driver to step out of the vehicle. He can also command them to come out of the vehicle, for his own safety. So,
was there anything in that video, though, Harry, that you saw that would make you feel, if you were in that officer's shoes at that moment, would you have felt threatened in any way, enough so to ask them to step out of the car, just based on what we saw, which I know it's not the same as standing there, but...
No, there's nothing there that makes me feel that I would be in danger there talking that. I mean, the guy is upset that he got pulled over. Everybody gets upset when they get pulled over. And the officer, if he had any suspicion of any other crime being committed, by these two or the driver himself, then he could have took a little bit more action. But he didn't. It's a car stop. He didn't see anything. Write the guy a summons and let him go.
I know that the men asked for a supervisor, and that man came, and he diffused the situation. But just for reference, is that a smart thing to do? If you don't agree with what an officer is saying to you when you're in a car, can you say, I want to talk to a supervisor? And what's the protocol there? Do they usually come out to the scene, as they did in this one?
You can say whatever you want, but, it all depends on the stop. If I'm stopping you for a possible felony or some other crime, and you're requesting for, you're not going to get a chance to request it anyway. I'm getting you out of the car because you fit the description of a suspect's, But on something like this, you're requesting a supervisor. Can you call your supervisor? Yeah, you don't have to call your supervisor. I would have just wrote the guy a ticket and then let them go on their merry way here. I mean, this shouldn't have escalated to the point where it did.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.